Why is it that my faith is important to me? How does my faith shape my life? Unless parents are able to say that to their children and explain it, all the good work we do in Catholic school or religious education won't matter, because it's actually parents who are the primary educators of their children. And so what Cana Family Institute wants to do is connect these parents much more to your parish and to other parents who are actually living their faith. That's the only way we're going to be successful with the next generation, is if we have formed parents. And Cana Family Institute offers an incredible way to form parents.
Cana provides what I would say is a place of freedom, where families can grow in what it means to be disciples of Jesus as individuals, as a couple, as a family. It's not just an intellectual exercise, but it's also not just an emotional pursuit, right? It is like a holistic approach to formation of the human person, mind, body, soul, in the context of fraternity.
Cana Family Institute is putting together groups of women and men and helping these groups to really understand the relationships that they have in the church and the relationships as moms, as fathers, and also as a married couple. I say to young moms, there's a great way to get to know other moms and also grow deeper in your faith, and that's through the Cana Family Institute.
I think the Cana experience is effective because it dares to go deep, not only in relationship, but also in formation. But it's done within the loving arms of our friends. Our leaders are peers, and there are two of them, 2 by 2. We do things very much the same way that Jesus did them. And these 2 peer leaders in our groups, they get formation from Cana. They learn about Catholic teaching and small group dynamics, but ultimately having that space provides a lot of freedom to learn and discuss.
When I first got started with Cana, I was in a place where I desperately needed to get back with God, and I didn't really know where to start. I am back to going to Mass weekly. I'm back to studying the Bible. I'm learning more than I ever have about the Catechism. If it weren't for Cana, I don't know if I would know how to teach my daughter and son how to pray, right? Or where to go with that. It's been great for my marriage. I needed the church, and I think that if it weren't for Cana, I wouldn't be where I am today.
I, as a newly ordained priest, was kind of coming into parish life with this mentality that it's gonna kind of be an uphill battle. But after spending some time with some of these Cana families, I'm not alone in the ministry. Cana has provided this fertilizer, this growth for the whole parish just through these small groups.
So when we started our new Husbands and Fathers initiative, we started up one small group in a local parish community.
We were really quick to have a number of guys sign up. I think everyone in the group, their wives did it first and had a really amazing experience, and strongly encouraged their husbands to try the same. But for us, it became pretty organic in terms of a lot of the families and men that you see at Mass every week.
All of a sudden, the guys started to connect. Oh my gosh, we all go to the same Sunday Mass with all of our families.
I think a lot of us, saw each other at church, maybe knew each other's families at a high level, but Cana has really brought us a lot closer, and it's really uplifting to be able to go to Mass on a Sunday and see all the other men that you've spent a lot of time with now in small groups, and be able to see them with their families, to be able to see them, at Mass.
What happens from the week before when all of them just grab their kids and run out of church one Sunday, and then the next Sunday, all of a sudden they're in community together. Rather than people looking around and feeling like there's no young people here, all of a sudden they look at a foyer of people after Mass on Sunday thinking that there's young people sort of overflowing the context of the church. But the reality is there, from one week to the next, there wasn't an influx of new young families. It was just that the young families started to live in community together. Now we have this strong sense of connection and belonging and engagement with one another. And everything is possible after that starts to happen.
So this isn't just affecting the 20% of Catholics who already go to church, It's affecting the other 80% who have some liminal connection to the church, and we need to find creative ways to reach them. This is one relational, evangelistic way to reach them.
We're made for community, we're made for relationships, and especially if we look at Jesus as our model. During his ministry, he had friends. He had the apostles to walk with and share in life together. And so if he had that in his life, then I think it's even more important that we have that. We don't have to be isolated. We don't have to be alone.
These are the men that I want to spend and share my life with. These are the men that help me be a better man, be a better husband, a better father.
So the whole next generation is depending on us strengthening the family. And that's what Cana Family Institute has the power to do.